Hi, welcome to the ALC. My name is Mrs. Spanier or Holly. Students call me either Mrs. Spanier or Holly, either one's okay. I'm the library media specialist and a business ed teacher. If you have a technology or a login issue, I'm the person you want to see. I can help you get logged in or help you with the technology problem. First, a few things about the library here. Yes, you can check out books and magazines, and yes, you can check out more than one book or magazine if you like to read or would like to become a reader. Yes, you can place requests for titles from other libraries across the district. If we don't have a book that you would like to read, let me know, and I'll see if it's anywhere in the district and have it sent over for you. And yes, you can return books and textbooks from other in-district schools, and I'll have it sent over to the other schools so your finer fee can be cleared. Today we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about the acceptable use policy in the district. If you are from a school in the district, you've probably heard this before. Just bear with us as we go through it. And if you are from outside of the district, you probably were familiar with something like this in your old district. So this is just to inform you of what the policy is in our district. The AUP. Users, you and I, people who use the technology, are expected to use internet access through the district system to further educational goals consistent with the mission of the school district and school policies. Uses that could be acceptable on your own personal account at home may not be acceptable on the district limited purpose network. So at home you can do Gmail and Facebook and Twitter and iTunes, but not at school. There you can do ProQuest and Culturegrams, things to help you further your educational goals. Use of the district's network or internet resources is intended for your educational and informational purposes, such as research, instruction, and collaborative projects. Know that all email messages that are sent or received on the district network are considered property of the district. We'll spend some time in a little bit talking about ASIO apps. This is the email that I'm especially referring to. Each student in the district has a district provided email. That's the one that they can kind of get into. Mine is a staff person as well, and see what that email says. All staff and students will use the district's network, internet, in a manner which does not interfere with, disrupt, or jeopardize users, services, or equipment. Such interference, disruption, or jeopardy includes, but is not limited to, propagating computer viruses, unauthorized entry to computers or resources, trying to hack into something, failing to respect legal protection provided by copyright, trademark, licenses, or other laws. An example of this, think of copyright. Your favorite artist, Beyonce, whomever, has a song. You've purchased a song and you want to share that favorite song with another student. Well, Beyonce has her music copyrighted, and it would be illegal for you to share that copy that you bought with someone else. The district is saying you can't do that on our district sponsored network. Vandalizing or harassing. And harassing is also including cyberbullying. That is not acceptable as well. That's against the acceptable use policy. So you're not to be using any of the network or computer equipment to harass or cyberbully another student. Illegal or criminal use of the district network is another item that will not be tolerated. And consequences for students who fail to abide by this policy could include building discipline, such as suspension or in-school suspension, and if it's serious enough, it could also be referred to legal authorities when appropriate. The next part of the orientation. On your computer, on your desktop, we'll start with what are the locations on the network that you can save and access materials. Each of you will have what's called an H drive or a home drive, and there's a little house picture right on the desktop. If you double click on it, it says Network Home Directory H. This is like your locker, your folder on the network. You can make little subfolders like I have created in mine here. And this is where you will store your documents and PowerPoints and whatever other projects you may be working on our network. This information, these pieces of data, you may not access from at home, only on a computer in the school. The next one is called the iDrive, Student Assignments. This is kind of like the electronic handout of an assignment. Each of the teachers has a folder, so you would look for whatever teacher class you're in, and I'm linking, here's Mr. Sackett right here. And so if Mr. Sackett has an assignment that he wants to hand out to you electronically, this could be a place that he would place that and tell you to look. That is called the iDrive. This too cannot be accessed from at home. The last location is the J Drive, the Student Save. Double click on that again. Each of the teachers will have a folder. This is like the electronic turn-in basket. This is one place that Mr. Sackett in the past has had students, for example, turn in their safety presentations, and so the students would save their final presentation to be graded in this location. So that is called the H, I, and J Drive. We have a home page or a website for the ALC, similar to the traditional high schools. On the splash page, you'll find the phone numbers and the attendance line and the hours and the daily schedule, the lunch menus, dates that are coming up that you may have off or an event is going on. We have the About the OALC, so the school calendar, the conference schedule, the different staff people that we have and how to contact them. Under academics, you'll see staff web pages that some staff maintain on a regular basis and some keep a more static web page, but that's where you'll find that. We'll get to for students in just a moment. There's a for parents, so your parent or guardian can find some information there like the handbook and their school view access and so on. A staff one that has a lot of the similar links that you'll find under the student, and then the district links to get to the district homepage and so on. So back to for students. Edgenuity is something that will be explained to you in a future date. You will all be getting an Edgenuity class. ASIO apps. You will have an ASIO apps account. When you click on that, you'll see Google. So I think you're all familiar with Google. If you want to look something up, you'll use Google. And you can set up Gmail accounts and have your Google emails called Gmail. And ASIO has something that is held or managed by the ASIO school district. It's Google site, but it's like ASIO's sub-site within Google. And this is where I had said earlier that each of you will have an email. And this is your email address is your student username, first 5 letters of your last name with the 3 numbers, and then it's at apps.district279.org. So you would use your district login, and I already have mine there. And this is, I'm just going to say take me to Drive. It opens up into what is called Drive. And Drive is storage on the web that you can have files. Here you see some of my files that I've created, some folders. Here's a spreadsheet, here's a document, and you can create new. You can create a new document. This one, for example, it looks like a lot like a Word document, but it's a little more stripped down, not nearly as many features or font choices. You have some, but not as many as the regular Word program. I'm going to close out of there. You can upload documents, so if you want to work on something at home, oh my gosh, you don't have a jump drive, you don't have a CD to burn it, this is an easy way to do it because all of these files can be accessed from any computer or phone or device that has internet access. So if you know before the end of the day you want to work on something, you can just click on that upload button, browse to whatever file, click on open, and voila, it will upload that document into here. So that is what's called the Drive. It's kind of the storage area and a place where you can have documents that you create, or maybe your teacher will share something with you. Under the shared with me, your teacher could share a document with you. So that's a possibility for you too. Up in the corner here is a little 9 patch, the apps. If I click on the mail one, up will come my email. You may do this as well. If you click on compose, you can say to. You can start to type in the name of anyone that's in the district. Here's Mr. Sackett, and you can send an email to Mr. Sackett with a question that you have if you're at home or you just can't get to class for whatever reason, and click on send, and then he would receive that email from you. So that was going to the 9 patch. There's a calendar you can maintain in there as well. Sites, a website that you can create for an assignment for one of your classes. That may be a project that you're doing. So you have mail, the drive for storing documents, creating documents, calendar, and sites, and that's what we'll get to today. So again, the advantage to using the ASIO apps is that you can access any of this material and keep working on it from home or the library or the coffee shop or wherever you happen to be. So that was ASIO apps. SchoolView is the program that you can use to see your attendance, your grades, your transcript, and we will do that another day. Schoology you'll be getting into with your teachers. That is the learning management system, so a lot of the teachers this year will be using Schoology for the courses. The Media Center has some databases that you can use. You can access our library catalog, so you would click on that link, go to the ASIO Area Learning Center, and then it looks very similar to the ones that you've seen in other buildings. Just type in the book that you're looking for and it will come up. I want to be sure to mention this ebook tab. We have a bunch of ebooks, just a ton of ebooks. If you click on this Mac and VIA, you would start to type in ASIO Area Learning Center, type in your student login, it's all synced up, and I'll just type in me here. And here are all of the books that come up. There's 377 ebooks, and so you can browse through and read any of these ebooks on any device that allows you to have internet access. You'll need internet access. So there's an additional 377. Some of the books are multi-user, so any number of students can read them at one time, and some are one reader at a time. So you just kind of have to look through the titles to see which one is which on there. And that is the Library Media Center, and oops, I want to go back, there we are. And there's some other things, MapStars, Mr. Sackett will talk to you about that, the counselor page, and the counselors will be in to talk to you about that, and so on. So that is a very quick overview of the resources that are available to you on the ASIO Area Learning Center page. And again, if you have any questions, you can talk to me, you can talk to Mr. Sackett. We're all here to help you out with that. Thanks.